This is Paul. Yes, timeshare registration requirement violation. Just get me the timeshares, right? And then there's trading in office and trading in special influence. Now, these are both Class C felonies. Okay. Let's say I email those in office about my civil rights being violated, and you decide not to do anything for the last 2.5 years. Then I email you in the last 2 days about breaking and entering, right? Destruction of personal property, theft of rental property. Ouch! And you're saying, well, I'm so sorry. We can't really help you, police department, Deputy Fish. Pooh. You'll just have to wait until the renter calls, and then they can open the door, and you can sleep there, or you can get your stuff, or whatever the agreement was. Right. Now, somebody said that if you don't have any money, you don't have any rights in the United States. Have you been trading in your office the actual enforcement of the laws because you just don't want to call me or you don't want to email me? Ooh. I've seen quite a few different sheriff's vehicles drive by. I've seen police officers drive by. And it seemed like this trading of office where you're on the payroll and unless you pay, you can't get the sheriff to do a fucking thing. It's a Class C felony. Well, I don't have a pocket. I'm not in your front pockets and I'm not in your back pocket. So every time you got paid to not enforce the law, that would be trading in office. If you have to get some sort of kickback, pooh, I'm going to find out and then I'll put you away for another, 5 years, $10,000. Now, the special influence of those in the community that have the money that are the seniors, yes. Have you allowed them to influence the independence of the judiciary? Well, I know they made you, okay? They groomed you, they planned it, and well, you get another 5 years and $10,000 fine. Pooch, you'll get a tort lawsuit. And you're saying that I'm never going to have my rights enforced. Trading in influence. Not very good, Sheriff. Seems like you don't really enforce the laws for every person unless they're in one of your pockets. Oh, 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 oh. Did we look at this? Residential burglary is a Class B felony? Yes. Requesting unlawful compensation. Well, how much you going to pay me, Sheriff? How much you going to pay me? Now, somehow we got on the T's, but I don't think we looked at that. Rendering criminal assistance? We didn't go through that. How did I get all the way over there? Possession of stolen something. What's it say here? It's a Class B felony. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, possessing and capturing. Oh, personal identification documents. I think we had skipped ahead. There's quite a few that we hadn't talked. Possession of stolen mail. I don't know how we got that far ahead. Obtaining signature by deception or duress. Offering false instrument for filing a record. What is a court document called? Ouch. Misprision of treason. Yeah, we're way ahead here. We got to go way back. Malicious prosecution. Ooch. Malicious mischief too. Excuse me. Yeah. Lottery fraud. That's where we were at. Yes. I remember. Yes. Leading organized crime. The next is mail theft. Do you remember that? Oh, it's a Class C felony. For those that are in the in the conspiracy, it's only a misdemeanor, gross misdemeanor. Just so I know, for all the certified mail and all the time that you sent it for the last 5 years to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road, anything that wasn't returned unclaimed mail, anything that you sent there and somebody thought, well, I'll just throw it away, but it was really mail theft. Then there's malicious harassment, a Class C felony, being homeless, poor, indigent, and a pauper. Which, isn't it kind of malicious harassment for? I think it is. Okay. Oh, Then malicious mischief, deciding to throw the bed out in the garage. Was it the renters? Ooh, that would be malicious mischief in the second degree. Oh, Class C felony. You break the locks on the house. You decide to take the mattress off. You probably moved it someplace else. Then you brought it back and you threw it in the garage. Malicious mischief. Now there's that malicious prosecution, Class C felony. Yes. I would say it's malicious prosecution to prosecute me for a crime where you have the evidence that I wasn't there. Pooch. Now, as a conspirator, okay, it's a gross misdemeanor. For all the times that I told you, well, why don't you just make the call and tell them I wasn't in Brendan, Washington? Hmm. And that whole thing about cyber stalking, but then you sat on it for 6 days and it happened 7 weeks before then. Oh, I think it is malicious prosecution. I think I can prove that to a jury of my peers. In fact, I think I can. Okay, the malicious prosecution where the allegation of domestic violence happened 7 weeks before. Pooch. More than likely, you had information of it, or a school employee, or possibly welfare. Pooch, crisis responder. Yes, they probably told you about it, and they said, "Well, we don't want the sheriff involved. We want you to just sit on it." And you as, oh fuck, that's